$3,900 to get your advice.
Or if you have a question specifically about writing an effective resume, log on to WBTV.com. That's a live picture from our newsroom. David Pinkley is there, and he is answering your questions online right now at WBTV.com. Resumes, as you know, are so important in helping you land that job.
You know, what you include or what you omit could be the difference between a potential employer calling you or just tossing the old resume in the trash. Our business reporter, Melissa Hankins, on your side tonight, helping you craft a resume with the right stuff.
If you wrote your resume in 2009, here's what you need to do with it. Because experts say the fierce competition for jobs means one major resume writing rule has reversed itself. This is David Pinkley, otherwise known as the Resume Sage.
I think 2010 is about connecting with people on your resume.
In the past, you've probably been told to keep your hobbies to yourself. If you like to fish, jog, read, well, the old way of thinking was, why bother your potential boss about it? But now,
You want to disclose that on the resume because people kind of want to hire people they like.
in 2009,
There were just so many resumes out there and so many people looking. It was really difficult if you're on the hiring side to know who to pick, from a lot of people that are equally qualified. So now what you have are people going, well, I might enjoy working with this person more than that person because they do the same kinds of activities that I do.
And attitude is extremely important.
Mary Bruce is a consultant with dozens of local business owners as clients, and she says this year your personality should permeate the paper.
Showing that you've got a can-do attitude.
And there's one last thing you have to master in 2010. For obvious reasons, the art of switching careers, how to write about your skills in a way that makes them appealing to any kind of company.
There are two questions that I tell people to ask all the time. What do you do that a computer can't do? One other way would be to ask yourself, what problem does a business have that you could solve if they hired you?
Well, some good information there. And in just a moment, advice on how to dazzle potential employers in an interview.
But first, we want to send it now over to the hope, of course, being that potential employer will call you and then want to set up the interview.
WBTV's business reporter, Melissa Hankins, is on your side tonight, making sure when you do get that call, you have the interview skills you need to get a job offer.
In many ways, the economy is slowly starting to pick up for businesses. And yes, some say they will be doing some hiring this year. But the bad news is many people will be competing for a moderate amount of work.
Double-digit unemployment is not a small deal.
Mary Bruce is a consultant who works with many of our area's employers, and she says in 2010, there's one type of person they're all looking to hire.
Someone who can bring in revenue.
So you've got to do everything you can to convince an employer you're that person.
All bets are off. Anything that you've thought about interviewing in the past is not going to serve you in today's environment. It's just not enough to show up and play to someone, the interviewer, and appear that you want the job so badly you'd do anything. It really is we're emerging from this recession in a time that people want to know who you are. Today, more than